Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge with Siena. We're going to be playing against the Siena in the playoff first round match in the Lega Pro. I don't know if this is going to go well or not. I honestly don't. We're just going to jump straight in after, well, briefly looking at Sanelli, who's apparently wanted by a few teams in the tier above us. So we may lose him next season. I don't know what else to say. He's kind of someone who is a backup at the moment, but he can play in the first team as well. So I give him as much game time as I want. And yeah, that's a thing. But here we are. We've got to center first and foremost in this game. And I honestly don't know if we're going to win or not. And I'm not sure if I'm not sure if that's a bad thing if we don't get. I don't think getting promoted would be the best thing in the world for us right now. But we want to at least do something that can give us some hope and stuff, you know? We've got 12 substitutes. We've got 11 people on the pitch. We're literally going to go over the same lineup for most part, apart from Alioni starting this time instead of Campanotti. We did win last match, but Siena are a different kettle of fish. They are a completely different beast. And Contadini's also starting as well. Bondi's on the bench. So, yes, it's going to be one of those things. I don't know what to expect. Let's see if we do, because I'm expecting this just to be game after game after game. If we do somehow go through, and if we don't go through, we'll just go through all the season and round it up all of that quickly. So, yeah, I literally don't know what to expect. So we're just jumping straight in. I guess I'll see when we get some highlights here. I've got a throw, and I'm going to be honest, I don't want to change too much, because what's worked has worked for us, but this is the team that's been us 2 times in a row. And if we draw against them, we're going to go through. We just need to avoid defeat. That's literally all we need to do. As Juventus under 23s are taking on Livorno and are winning inside 6 minutes. Ravenna are also losing now, so anything's possible. We've got Monopoly in the next game if we do go through. I don't know if we're going to win or draw. It's one of those things. They get a corner now, and it's been cleared away, and we're not chasing the ball down is the problem. And they got so many players forward. They're going to go attacking as well, which is interesting. They're going to try and approach with more freedom. So I guess they're going to be more fluid and roaming from positions and such. Venturi, Brozo, it's 1-0. This could be the only game of this video. This could be the only time we'll see a match at all. 1-0 down. We've not been in it so far. And that's literally the second highlight. And we've been kind of woeful so far. I don't know what to really change, if I'm going to be honest. It's a good effort, but I would say keeper could probably got to this, but yeah, not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. They got a corner. It's been headed away. Militana, he doesn't even bother going for that. Why? Stopper, Camenetti. Okay, Scabassa's going to get to this. Look at the space he's got. He's got so much space to himself. It's got pace too. He plays it across. Contadini doesn't really get to it, but we're going to get the ball back. And DiBiase, if we can get the ball in the middle or something, it's not the ball I'm looking for. They've got the ball now. I'm expecting to get a goal from this and score, but no, we got the ball back. Contadini, Militano, who's got 8 goals in 13 games, so he's been really good this year. Scabatu has been headed away. Militano again. Antonici, equaliser. We've got an equaliser. Okay, that's good. We've got something in this. Good goal. Militano with an assist. I don't know how many assists he's got. I don't know where it's going to go and count, but we've got an assist from Militano. He's been very good since he's been brought into the first team. And honestly, he's been one of the highlights of the season to me. And not just because of the assist, but the amount of goals he's got this year. He's been good. So half-time, it is 1-1. We just need to avoid losing to Siena because we've raised above them in the league. If we avoid losing to them, we'll be going through and knocking this team out. And we'll go on to face Monopoly. They got a free kick. Venturi over the bar just. They got a goal kick. We've taken some players off because of their average rating. Their rating being a 6.5. So Bondi's going to come on. Roberto Bondi. How do you say his name? Bondi? Brody? Bondi. I'm almost certain it's Brondi. We've got it all back here. Antonazzi, not the best ball. Where was it? I'm not sure what he's trying to do with that one. But we've got to defend this and avoid losing here against a team that is really good. They've come from behind against us twice, I think, to get something out of this. This is the first time we've actually had to come from behind against the Siena this season. And I don't see us getting anything out of this. Oh no. Whenever that happens, it's textbook now. Whenever they do the tackle to stop the ball, it always results in a goal. It's something I picked up on in his match engine. Every time this tackle comes in, and you look at this, Kaluka's going to tackle this. Every time he does that, it just falls to a play because everyone seems to stop and they go for goal and they score. It's stupid. It really is. Okay, DBS with a long throw. He was going to get to this. Yes. I don't know why no one went for it, honestly. No one trying to head it over the keeper. There's so much space over behind him, overhead as well. So, Bazzoni to Antonazzi. That's a good ball to Burundi. It's not the ball I was hoping he would play in, but Scabassa's got it back, and it's not the best ball to Elione either. That's a penalty, surely. How's that not a penalty? That looked like a penalty. It didn't look like he got to the ball. I'm sorry, that was, to me, that's a blatant penalty. And Beto's now on the ball. And how is it not a penalty? That looks so much like a blatant, that looks like the most blatant penalty I've ever seen. And they've gone and scored at the other end. They're not even going to show us the damn foul, but I am legitimately concerned that we've just been screwed here because they see what looked like a penalty and I got the other end and scored. I genuinely don't know what to say. Martina now, we've just taken enough 2 more players and brought them on. But here's Bazzoni. There's Martina. He's got space to play in the middle. He's being blocked. Can he do something with this now? Bazzoni instead playing the ball, box-to-box midfielder. Fofana scores 3-2. Is there enough time to get something out of this? We need to get an equaliser. If we can get an equaliser, then we have something in this. I don't think we're going to get an equaliser, but it'd be nice if we could. And I genuinely am concerned now that we're not going to get this. I mean, it's bad defending on their part, but even so, I've literally demanded more. And they're now saying, oh, we're going to do well here. Potentially, they're just perked up, motivated. Why weren't you motivated beforehand? Elione, can he do something? He's got 20 goals this year. He's lost the ball. This is... Offside trap's not working. Stopper scores 4-2. It's over. It's absolutely done. We're not getting 2 goals now. This is terrible. I knew we were going to lose this game, but it still annoys me the fact that we've lost it in this manner. We tried to go for it. We've tried to get the ball. We tried to make sure that they had to worry about us. We got goals, but we just didn't do enough of it. And honestly, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Apart from the 2 goals, there's no highlights to really speak of. There's nothing to be positive about. Even if I don't know how we got the better XG, but okay. I literally don't care. We were expecting this, but it was still even worse than expected than before. So, yeah. That was diabolical, honestly. Still hurts. It still hurts that we lost this game, but if only we'd drawn against it, we'll be going through and facing Monopoly, but we're not going to do that now. That's not a 4-2 game. That is not a 4-2 game. That's the only part. Alright, we're going to go back to the end of the season. So we round things up, so I had some time to cool down and discuss more about the team, shall we? Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, end the season with you. No confetti despite the fact we got into a very good position. I don't know why. We've had players leaving us. Rokas left to go to Lithuania. He got 3 goals in 7 games. Bani actually went to December Deste and they stayed up. Good for him. Honestly, good for him. So we finished in 8th place. It's our best season so far. They were delighted with the fact that we got to the playoff and we did really well to overachieve. Lega Pro, we weren't really expected to do much, so the fact we're out already is not saying a lot, and we were knocked down the group stage of this competition, and he only was top goal scorer with 20 goals overall, so good for us, really. Moments to remember, 5-1 win against Ravenna. It was the biggest win. 4-0 win away from Hogus Fano was a moment to remember as well, and Sanelli's goal against Pottaderi in the second game. It was the first game, actually, was the goal of the season. The fact it was the very first game of the season that it was scored in says a lot, doesn't it? But okay. Finances, we've lost about 400,000 in sponsorship. We've lost 100,000 in broadcasting revenue. We've actually gained about 8,000 in corporate and hospitality, and about 10,000 in matchday commercial and retail. It's not really enough, is it? Let's be honest. But yeah, this is a formation that really kind of works at us. I need to replace Antonetti very, very quickly because he's been absolutely disappointing, and I can't say anything that justify it. But only 20 goals, 8 assists. Scapato, 16 goals, 8 assists. The two front men were very good this year, and I was very happy with the fact. Coronetti was the fans' player of the season. Okay, and Alio was the young player of the season. So then he gets 17 years of age, gets the best goal. And Alioli was not only the top goal scorer, but top assist to it. Oh, that says a lot, doesn't it, really? But yes, Coronetti, most players matched, then had the highest average rating too. That probably explains a few things. He broke the record of most goals in the game with 4 goals, and in the league game too. Fantozzi got 16 yellow cards again, and Coronetti has now got 320 appearances for the club. Good for him, honestly, good for him. It was also our best record attendance. It was a record attendance of 9,000 people, and we gained 95,000 with gate receipts. Good. And we do more than this, please? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be very, very nice. See bits and pieces, right? But yeah, Antonucci is now considered good enough to join us, apparently, as a bench player. Sator is actually wanted by clubs. He could be going to Palermo and Trestini. I don't know if he's going to go as manager or not, but apparently it was manager role, so good for him. But actually, why not look at this? So, Laneri, Coronetti, Martina, Fantozzi, Scapato, Alioni, Tortelli, and DBS is still at the club. Satar is retired as an assistant manager, under 18's assistant. Nunes is in Brazil. Rokas is in Lithuania. Bani is in Simbadeste. Nardoza, Tarigi, Agnello, he's now coach, not the best of coaches. Forte is a director of football, woefully bad. Why did you decide to go that route when you're rubbish at it? Bulgari has just retired outright. And Mamadov has now retired too. He actually was a coach, but he didn't get a job. So, there you go. So, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players in the first 11 are still around. Interesting. But yeah. Oh, okay. Actual goals was higher. We got 70 goals, and we actually overachieved in the expected. So we actually didn't do that badly in expected finish in the end. But we actually got less points. Huh. We just conceded more goals than we should have done. Did we actually really score 70 goals in the league? We did. That's the best we've ever done. Though conceding 65 goals is not the best either, so that's going to be something to need to work on. High tempo pressing football. Develop players using youth. Okay, they're actually doing this. They want us to avoid relegation, repair the financial damage, and to establish ourselves in this division. I think we've kind of done that, and then reach the playoffs. Okay, I like this a lot. And we're going to tell the team that we're going to avoid relegation because this is why my mouse is so lovely. I love the mouse for this reason. We're going to avoid relegation. Can I say that? Yes, they're happy with that. They're happy with that. Good. Please have reaction. I'll discuss more bits and pieces. You're not happy with the fact I'm not talking about promises. Well, apologies for that. Ooh. Yeah, we're definitely getting better and better. And the fact the assistant report, can I actually look at this report? I'm going to look at the report at some point. I did not know you were my personal assistant. Good for you. Welcome to the team. But yes, let's look at this. And assistant report. I actually like this because it gives me something to work on. So we have got a few things. Mediocre squad standing compared to the rest of the league. Well, that's harsh, isn't it? That's very blunt. Okay, that's very, very blunt. Cool. I like the fact they are blunt. I just wasn't expecting it. So yeah, we've got to look at this next season. We're going to go actually to the end of the season, end of the playoffs, and this time I will see you then unless something comes up. So, ta-ta for now. Okay. We're at the end of the season. We're in June the 10th. Vibonese have gotten themselves most out of the division, second place in their division. Padova, who finished second in their division, missed out in the final. Perugia, despite being as good as they are, did not survive. They were knocked out in the quarterfinal by Livorno of all teams. Perugia, the team that scored 111 goals in the season, messed up the year. They couldn't get promoted despite scoring 115 goals. That is incredible, to say the least. Rimini are champions. I don't know if they actually won that division or not. They clashed between the three teams or not. It doesn't look like they... I think they did something. Let's check this. The Italian C Super Cup. They won it as well. They won the Italian C Super Cup. Okay, they won the Italian C Super Cup. Because I don't know how they won it, but they got that. I think because of goals scored. They won. So our division had the strongest champion in the end. But look at the team that's gone down. Virtus Entella, who had never finished below 5th in the seasons I've been in this division, have been relegated after losing against Siena. I can't quite believe that's actually happened. We lost against the Siena in our round. The team that got promoted was this team. So yeah, this is I was not expecting that, and I'm gonna be honest, I was hoping for more than just one match, and it's happened. We've kind of let ourselves down this time around, but hey ho, we've got another opportunity in the next future. Oh, Tresteni in this division, they went down. Okay, I did not know that was the case for them. Interesting. But yeah, we had an extra. We even had an extra playoff spot too, and we still didn't take advantage of it. So there you go. That's a thing. We are in a division that only had one team go up, and if we're looking at the divisions above us, thinking about it, we might as well at this point. Something big happened. Michel Mazza's gotten himself into the Serie A. Michel Mazza's in the Serie A, and he's even been playing. He's in on the bench, but he's actually been playing. He's got 11 appearances in the league this year in Serie B, and I'm actually excited for him if he's able to get the opportunity to play, and if his contract is renewed. There's an opportunity for them to extend his contract, but I fear that he might get released at the end of the season. My beloved, beautiful boy, my beautiful boy, who could have been and still can be a Serie B player at least. He is legitimately, I'm actually heartbroken for him if he doesn't get promoted, but he's only good enough for our division right now. I've been scouting him ever since, and I honestly am fearing he might not be kept after signing for them for 500,000. He's been there for 3 years. I fear he might be let go. But enough about that. Enough about him. Let's talk about our team, shall we? Okay, so we're going to talk about the team. This is literally the formation we're going to keep going with from now on, I feel. And despite Ali only getting 20 goals, I probably don't think he's suited for that role anymore. Militano got 8 goals in 13 appearances, 14 appearances overall. If you look at last year as well. Yeah, 14 appearances he played for us. And he got 8 goals. He was pretty good. And that's including the playoff game we had as well. So, very talented young man. I genuinely was not expecting him to get that big of a contribution. 8 goals, 3 assists. And he surprised me. I genuinely was not expecting him to do as well as he has done. He can play as a winger too, which is probably something I'm looking at, honestly. Even if his pace and acceleration are not the best, and even his crossing, but he could be a good winger. And maybe that's something I need to look into. I'm already training him into improving his crossing, because that's literally his weakness. But apart from that, I'm very happy with him right now. We've got to look at this side and ask, are we going to be able to say this is the best team we have? Carluca's now apparently the best in overall rating and overall stars, but I don't trust the stars. And as much as I hate to say that, he is too inconsistent to be the first team player here, even if he's good enough for this division and is the best defender. Camenetti, despite having 320 appearances, might be having his last season as a regular starter because of the players coming through, like Serpi, for example. Very good talent. He's getting better and better. He's more of a cover player, but I don't want him as a cover, because that relies on having 3 in the back. And then you got David Pellegrino, who can play on all sides of the pitch. He's very versatile, very good defender, and I'm very happy we have him, though I say that he is a stopper. He's more of a stopper. He's definitely more of a full right wing back. So, in his flares are 1 and crossings 3. Yeah, he's more of a centre back, isn't he? We've got plenty of players coming through, and With this guy also coming through, and look at the way he's apparently already improving, we could be having a very good talent in the team. Defensively, we could be set for a while. We just got to let the players develop and get better and better. Even with Marcelo Saiotti, who's 22 now. I didn't realize he was that old, but he's going to be leaving at the end of the season. I've already decided to let him go. And yeah, Laneri is also going to be leaving. So that's 2 fullbacks on the right-hand side leaving. But between Sanelli, who can play on both the left and the right wings, and Barbini, we should be good for the right side for the time being, unless some really crazy big comes in. And that says it all, I think. It'll take something very impressive to get rid of these players, as well as Pellegrino also playing on the right-hand side. So, yeah, right-hand side, we're very, very good right now. Goalkeeping-wise, Tortilli, Magalini, 1 and 2. And then we got Basilico also available if we needed him to play him as well. So, very, very good player. There's also this guy who's been on loan, actually. He's played 18 times. He's actually the only player that I can really think of that's actually be able to get actual game time that's actually registered. Those are 5th choice goalkeepers. So Basil Lico is probably going to be playing in the first team, probably playing the first team at some point. I don't think this guy's going to get to his potential, and that's not because he's bad or anything. It's more because the other players ahead of him are just really good. As simple as that. And we've got Marco Mauro as well, who's probably better than him at this point as well. Basilico is really good. He's got an appearance to his name. Sapong, I don't trust him because of his personality. If he wasn't casual personality, I would literally be more willing to give him a try. But he's got a casual personality. I don't trust those with anything at all. So remember when I said about the players that I would trust for this role? Jack Oliver is actually apparently has managed to get even this best. Look how good this guy is now. Jack Oliver is a set piece guy. I mean, free kicks, no. But corners, he's a corner guy. He's right-footed only. He's this good now. And I don't know why he's suddenly getting this good, but speed, he's got that. At least he's got the balance and jumping reach. So he's someone, if we needed defensively to have someone to come back and defend, he's the guy to come back and defend because he's got the jumping ability. You got Fofana as well, who's got Ivory Coast under 20 international caps from the under 20s World Cup now. So he's gained some international experience at this point. I want to give Adeyemi another chance, but I look at this. I look at the fact that my team do not rate him that highly, and he's only being paid $375 a week. This side of the pitch is very, very weak, unfortunately, and that's also with Campanotti also here. I don't see Campanotti and Adeyemi being the best for that side of the pitch, which is why having someone like Brondi, who's 16 and already looking like he could be a very good talent, and Fofana playing on those sides is dangerous. Contadini, also a player that can play on that side if we needed him to, in that position that he's kind of been used to. Even Zaudi can play on that side of the pitch as well, which is saying a lot. So, again, players we need to look into and give the absolute maximum we can give. And then you got Matteo Sakagna as well, young talent who can play in that position, as well as Lenzi, who can become good enough for that side. I honestly don't see them getting any better, honestly. That says a lot. I've also got to talk about Brozone. He may overtake Fantozzi as the box-to-box midfielder in the middle. I am literally I'm not able to comprehend the fact I'm saying this, but Fantozzi as a box-to-box is not what I'm looking for. Ball midfielder, he's magical, he's beautiful. Physicals, Brozoni's better. Technicals, Fantozzi's better, and he's better in the middles too, but I am contemplating whether or not I should replace Fantozzi, and that's not something I'm taking lightly. I will be honest and say that. But I am legitimately concerned whether or not this is a situation I need to look into going forward, and that is something I was not expecting at the beginning of the season. I just gave him a new contract of $925. It's the highest wages of the club. So, he's a very good talent. Ball in midfielder, centre midfielder on defend. But what can I do with that when I don't play those roles? I don't know. We've got Antonocci as well, who is, I'm going to be honest, is starting to become a liability. Average rating of 6.59. He's got 3 goals and 4 assists, but every other game when he doesn't turn up, he's kind of useless. We then got someone like this guy in the under 18s who could kick on and become really good if he progresses very nicely. I genuinely think we might have an issue if this guy ends up being as good as I think he can be. And we've also got you as well. That can be very, very, very good if we give him the game time. I am very conflicted about the midfield because I got so many good talents here. I've also got someone like Alessandro Malisi, who can be very good as well. He just needs to work on a few things. His low self-belief is not something that is helpful, but we've got so much talent, we can definitely work with this. And I'm honest with you, I don't know what to go with here. And attacking, advanced striker, we've got players that can play this left and centre. We've got so many players that can progress and get better and better if we need him to. So I'm conflicted. Centre defence, we've got something to look into. Left side of the fence, not so much. Martinez has to stay because of it. He's got another year left in his contract. 450. He's not really played that much. DBS is the better player by some distance. And I'm going to be honest, I am conflicted as whether or not I want to continue doing more of this. It's a difficult team to really sort out and figure out where I want to go with this. But we've got to look at this and say, okay, clear the squad selection. Where do we go from here? Who do we decide is going to be in the first team and not? And we're going to look at reports. And we're going to look at current ability. 18-year-old players seem to be the way to go at the moment. And I would not have thought that would be the case earlier this season. And we've got other players who are very good as well. So it's a young squad. The fact that Cominetti is 29 is the oldest of the bunch tells you all you need to know, as well as Martina being as young as he is. Oliver's been brought in because he's now considered good enough. And there was another player that came up as well. I don't remember who it was. I literally can't remember who I brought in. Oh, there we go. Francisco Santamaria. He's developing nicely too. Can be a winger. And can be a box-to-box or ball midfielder too. Another young talent that literally, if I give them time, will develop quite nicely and can be advanced playmaker too if I really wanted him to. Free kick taking, 13. Corners, 9. I think he's a set piece taker as well. So we've got a lot of young talent coming through. We've got a lot of talent we've got to talk about. I'll probably talk about the team more in the next video too, because it'll be that point we'll have all the season sorted out. Despite the fact we finished in 8th place, we were in the end expected to finish in 17th. So overachievements is the goal. Either way, I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. I was rambling and I wasn't really talking about the same thing over and over again, but it is what it is. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video and that you subscribe to my channel. It really does help me a lot. So anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.